Hi, it's Megan Crock out of Balancing Nutrition. I thought I would do one of my food of the weeks. I post up on social media a food of the week every week. Some are a bit shorter than others, but any of my longer ones I come and do on here so you can have a listen instead of having to read them. So the one I'm going to do is on rye. I wrote a fair bit about rye, so here I go. So rye is a hardy grain that is used extensively in Russia and other parts of Northern Europe. It's actually been declared the national food of Finland as it's best grown in cold climates, so perfect for up there. It's actually a more resistant grain than wheat. So you can buy rye as the grain in flakes, as flour, as bread. Often rye bread contains wheat flour as well. So looking for a very dark, black, dense bread is an indicator it's pure rye, but definitely have a look at the label because there are lighter coloured ryes coming out that are 100% rye, but there are some that have wheat thrown in. So rye does contain gluten, although it is a different form of gluten from wheat. Rye is nearly 20% protein. It is a good source of fibre and has a mixture of the B vitamins. It also contains really good levels of iron, magnesium, and potassium with lower levels of phosphorus, calcium, and copper, but they're in there. And it has a good amount of phytonutrients such as pectins and beta glucans. Rye is good for the liver, gallbladder, and the spleen. It can aid in fingernail, bone, and hair formation. And it's a good addition if you're needing increased strength and duration and endurance. It can also benefit migraine headaches. It can influence serotonin levels in the blood, which is our feel-good hormone, and it can benefit gut health, can lower blood sugar levels, and also can have cardiovascular benefits. So it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Eating raw rye products can give you a good amount of the natural fluorine, not the chemical variety that's added to our water, and that can help increase our tooth enamel strength. So you can find raw rye Essene bread, which is sprouted rye. You can find that in most health food shops. And you can also soak the flakes and eat them. That's another way that you can eat raw rye to get that fluorine. Rye works really well for sourdough baking because it's hearty and its natural bitterness can add to the sour flavour. So if you're looking at making sourdough, use some rye flour. So go and look out for rye like you would any other grain. Mix it up a little bit, try something different. You might prefer the taste of it. My family prefers rye over the other grains, so we do eat rye bread. We use some rye flour in baking. Definitely a grain worth looking into. It's got a lot of benefits, that higher amount of protein. If you have any questions about rye or any questions in food in general, you can always reach out and contact me through my website or through my email. But that's it for my food of the week today. Thanks for watching.